Gunfreaknation is the president. TElectrik. It's been far, far, far too long. Okay, I gotta get another damn tripod because this bastard right here is on its last leg, literally. It's been far too long. I want to give a special shout out to all of the members of the Gunfreak Nation, and I just want to say I salute y'all for being armed and most importantly, being righteous. Okay? Being armed and being righteous. Now, it's been so much savagery going on in the world that it's too much to even talk about, man. You hear me? We got savage ass parents giving their kids acid to throw on other little kids because their kid done got into a fight. Pure savagery. We got a savage that did attack a woman and tried to kidnap her in the suburb of Detroit. Got away. The police dropped the ball when they didn't release the video of him attacking her. They had clear images of this savage's face, what clothes he had on, and they did not release any of that information until 5 days later after he killed a woman here in Detroit. I feel like if the Detroit police would have released that information, maybe that woman's life would have been spared. If they would have blasted his image all over the news, all over TV, all over the media, maybe she would have saw him and recognized him and stayed clear of him. So, once again, you cannot depend on the police. And it's not their responsibility to save you anyway. It's, some shit with the Supreme Court that, everybody know about already. I'm just saying. You have to take it upon yourself to be your first and last line of motherfucking defense. You feel me? You have to be your own first responder. That responsibility lies within you. If you one of those type of people, I ain't worried about, ain't that never gonna happen to me, ain't no home invasion never gonna happen to me, ain't no savage ever gonna fuck me up my ass, guess what? It can happen to anybody, especially if you are unprepared. People, we are living in, unfortunately, man, a wicked world. You got the devil. You got these demons that's the puppeteers of these savages that's on this earth as we speak, running amok, running wild, creating havoc. Okay? They don't give a damn about you or me. All they want is self-gratification. And what that self-gratification is 5 o'clock in the morning. And their dicks are hard. And they rape, thinking that you sleep, and they gonna creep in your house. It ain't about kicking in your door. It ain't about smashing in your window. They getting in there discreetly. And once they up on you, let's just put it this way. They ain't coming for your property, your personal property no more. They're coming in for your soul. They getting off on it. They already planning. They already planned out what they gonna do to you. They already plotted it out. How they gonna torture you. How they gonna rape you. How they gonna rape your woman. how they gonna molest your kids, rough your kids up. I don't understand people. Listen, we have to get armed, okay? We got to stay armed, get armed, and stay armed. All right? We live in a wicked world, and it's a spiritual warfare that's going on. It's a spiritual warfare. It's the righteous versus the evil. We don't fuck with nobody. We're not going around, going for bad and, because we happen to exercise our Second Amendment rights. That's not us. We're not violent people. We're not violent people at all. But, just like Jesus said, if the devil try you, send that motherfucker to Funky Town. If you don't have a gun, like Jesus said, sell your cloak and buy yourself a sword. And if they would have had guns back in them days, Jesus would have been packing and telling your ass to buy a gun. Because the only language a funky ass savage understands is violence. Ain't no pleading, ain't no negotiating with a savage. All he gonna do is slaughter you. All he wanna do is torture you. All he wanna do is make your life a miserable hell. Because that's his job. Our job is to fight back and eradicate them and send they funky asses to Funky Town. Okay? It's all around us, people. And I ain't talking about only home invasions. You go out into the world. You go out shopping. You go out, whatever you're doing out in the world, you have to have that mindset. It's all about your mindset. If you don't have the right, proper mindset, then you might as well not even have a gun. Because guess what? The savage has already got the mindset of getting a drop on you. And for those who don't know what getting a drop on you is, that's when they coming up on you and you ain't expecting it. They on you. You can have 10 guns on you. But if a savage already got a gun to your head, what can you do? Nothing. So, I'm going to say this. Your first line of defense, it's not your gun. Your first line of defense, the mechanism is your brain. It's all about that mindset. All right? You got to go out into the world, and even in your own, in the comfort of your own home, you have to have that mindset that you are prepared. And part of that mindset is situational awareness. Be aware of your surroundings, regardless. Wherever you at, pay attention. If something ain't right, get the fuck up out of that situation. Get out of it. If you feel to your core that something ain't looking right, or something you just feel it in your bones that something ain't right, remove yourself from that situation. And if you cannot, you better get that motherfucking gun ready. If you're not carrying one in the head, put one in the head. All it takes is a couple of seconds. Not even that. Put it in the head and be ready. Because I don't want to see no future victims. I don't want to see nobody else on the news like that fucking savage, kidnapped that 2-year-old child and strangled her to death. that bastard needs to be sent to Funky Town immediately. Immediately. You know, anybody that harm children and women, they need to be on a first class. They need to be given a first class ticket, God damn it, to Funky Town. Now, what I want to know, y'all in the comfort of y'all home, I assume. And if you hear something that ain't right, I want to know what is your first reaction. Because for me, if it happened to me, it ain't going to be to grab the phone. It's going to be to grab one of my Funky Town senders. And all my senders equipped with lights and lasers that you can run both of them bitches at the same time. And when I confront that stinking ass savage or savages, because nowadays they coming in packs, it's multiples, you hear me? That's why I always say that I want my AR-15. I love my AK-47, and I also have what you call tactical shotguns, not the traditional ones. And this is no knock on anybody that got one of them big, long motherfuckers that hold only 4 or 5 or maybe 6 rounds. If that's what you got and if that's what you love, then motherfucker, make that motherfucker work. Alright? Work with what you got. I'll never shit on somebody's gun, because it's better than no motherfucking gun. However, them big long motherfuckers do have a disadvantage in my humble opinion. Because that motherfucking barrel so long, you can't really maneuver around corners without that fucking savage seeing it. He gonna grab the motherfucking barrel. He gonna see the barrel before he see you. I got them little short, compact motherfuckers that hold, up to 15, 15 shotgun shells. They hold up to 20 mini shells. Don't get me wrong, a shotgun is a devastating motherfucker. You feel me? Especially if you know how to work that motherfucker and know what you're doing. That motherfucker is more devastating than AR or AK at that. Depending on the load that you got in it, that motherfucker is devastating, but it ain't for everybody. Everybody's situation is unique. A lot of people don't want one because they may have family members. And, depending on the load, you shoot a motherfucking thug with a slug, it's going to fuck that savage up. It's going to fuck that thug up. But a fucking slug going to go through some walls, and that's the last thing you want, is to hit a loved one or somebody innocent. So I understand that. With buckshot, depending on how far away or how up close you are, it's a devastating. It's like getting hit with a 9 multiple times. Imagine you getting hit with a 9mm and it's about 8 or 9 of them pellets. That's the size of a 9mm that's hitting that savage. It's going to fuck them up. But if you far away, it's going to spread out and it may hit somebody innocent. So a lot of people on that note, that's the reason why I personally that wouldn't be my first gun that I would go to in a shit hit the fan situation. It would not be that. I like my Scorpion. Even though I have multiple, 9mm PCCs, I have my Scorpion and I have my Glock 23 by my side at nighttime. But to be honest with you, if I have multiple savages, because nowadays they coming in with AR-15s too. They coming in with AK-47s too. And I don't never want to be in a fair firefight. I don't never want to be in a fair fight. So if they coming in with ARs, I'm not going to go up against them with my 9mm CZ Scorpion. I'm going to grab my Micro Draco or my Maxim Defense PDX Chamberlain 7.62x39 or my Daniel Defense Mark 18. It's just that simple. Or I may even break out the Caltech P50. That's the 5.7 by 28. Those rounds tend to penetrate, depending on which round that's in there, it tends to defeat body armor. Because velocity defeats, body armor. Different, levels or whatever. So I may grab that if I think they got on body armor. Or have it as backup just in case. But you always want to aim for the face or their dick or their left thigh. Because that's where that artery at, that main artery. Body armor not going to be in those places. These savages have gotten so fucking tactical and clever, they coming in. So yes, I want, if you got a fucking AR, we just going to have to blow each other's eardrums out. But I would grab my ear probes. A lot of people was like, T, just get a suppressor, man. Get a suppressor so you won't be blowing your ears out. Listen. In a situation like that, I keep my ear probes on. Because even though if your gun is suppressed, you only doing a favor for the savage, in my opinion. Because guess what? 10 out of 10, that fucking savage gun ain't gonna have a suppress on it. So you're gonna get your eardrums blowed out regardless. You'll be shooting with your suppressed gun, but I guarantee you, the AR or the AK that savage got coming in your domain is not gonna be suppressed, so you're fucked regardless. So you know how to defeat that? Grab you some ear probes. Keep them on the side on your nightstand. Put them motherfuckers on and get the battery operated electronic ones, because them motherfuckers pick up a rabbit taking a piss. That's how good they can hear. Don't get the regular ones that'll kill your hearing. You can't hear shit. Get the ones that got the little antennas or whatever the fuck it is. It picks up noise. But as soon as something go boom, it'll mute it. Matter of fact, that's what I recommend, because you can hear a lot better than your regular hearing when you put the electronic ear pros on. You can hear shit all the way in your basement. So that's what I recommend. You can hear that funky, stanky motherfucker. So listen, y'all. I just want to say, I love you. I appreciate you, Gun Freak Nation. Y'all stay armed. Y'all stay righteous. Y'all stay responsible with your firearm. It's going to be new content. I now have it where you can become a member of Gun Freak Nation, of my channel. It's going to have perks. I guess it's a badge that you get. It's different tiers of it. Like, I think the cheapest is like $3. I don't know. I ain't really went into it all, but you get your perks or whatever. And like the top one, I think it's like maybe $20 a month or $15 a month or something like that. And I'm going to provide you with beats and stuff, royalty free, that you can use in your videos and stuff for background music. Rap on them motherfuckers. I don't give two fucks, okay? Because I love y'all, Gun Freak Nation. And I appreciate y'all, Gun motherfucking Freak Nation. We love our guns. And more importantly, we love our lives. And we will defend our lives. We ain't gonna let no motherfucking savages give our lives a shortcut. A lot of people could have done lived to the 90 years old, but because they wasn't savage ready, they died at a fairly young age. The savages got to them. So we fighting these demons. We up against, it's a spiritual warfare. We even got the government, against us, enacting all these foolish ass, dumb, counterproductive gun control bills they trying to pass and all that shit, and with that brace bullshit, and it's by design. They know that we law-abiding people, and that the only people it's gonna hurt It's the law-abiding people like us. They know that. It's evil plans in play right now where they want to make it as hard and difficult as possible for us to, utilize our Second Amendment rights, to exercise our Second Amendment rights. They want to disarm us, man. Open your eyes, people, and see what's really, really going on. So we getting it, we catching it from both sides, from the fucking savages and from these fucking crazy ass lunatic anti-gunners. I love you, Gun Freak Nation. I salute you. Y'all stay armed. Y'all stay righteous. Y'all stay responsible with your firearms and be ready to send a motherfucking savage to Funky Town. I love y'all. Salute.